Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Aurora Public Schools Stadium. It's chilly and overcast here, and the lights have already come on as the sun gets ready to set. It's a good night for football, and we'll have good football weather for it. Chilly, but the field is clear. Good evening once again. I'm Matt Cook, along with Eric Robinson for this amateur sports video production of the Eaglecrest Raptors visiting the Hinkley Thunderbirds. And APS has become the friendly confines for the Raptors. Last week, they routed the Gateway Olympians. The challenge before them this week, a much better team in the Hinkley Thunderbirds. And we'll see if the Raptors can keep that unbeaten streak going on. So we're ready to kick off, and the Raptors will tee it up. That's number 12, Jason Rogers, kicking it off, and he sends kind of a knuckleball down to the 40, where the Raptors will start on the defense. The Thunderbirds with a potent offense. They run a run and gun style. Their big threat guys, Danny Fisher and Dedrick Weddington. Of course, the man pulling the trigger for the Thunderbirds is their quarterback. So they bring a man in motion, and they hand it up the middle, and he gets head to a couple, maybe about a yard and a half there.
The ball carrier. Stopping on that play, Kerry Phillips, number 31 for the Raptors.
So that'll bring up second down and about 9. The Raptors defense pretty much had its way with the Olympians last weekend, only allowing them 7 points. Let's see if they can do that again here now. Eaglecrest set on defense, brings the man in motion on the Hinkley side. Ball up the middle again, good gain out near midfield to about the 48. And getting a call for the Thunderbirds. And I have to get the number on that. Mike Baker, of course, the quarterback, pulling the trigger tonight for the Thunderbirds. So they'll have 3rd and 5. Ball rests right at the 47. And we'll see if the Thunderbirds can convert this first down.
Go see you today?
And Baker back looking pass. Now he feels some pressure. You better hurry. He's going to get sacked. And Eaglecrest right there to shut Baker down. Kevin Whitmere there on the sack. And that'll bring up a 4th down. And you saw it a lot last weekend. The Raptor defense coming up with the big plays. And they come up with a big play there. The sack moves the ball all the way back to the 40-yard line. And Terrell Cameron, number 42, waits back deep for the Raptors. He's certainly got the Jets to go when he wants to. And it looks like they're bringing some pressure on this punt. Ryan Dennehy will try and get a foot into it. Nice high spiraling kick. Cameron waits at his 20. Now he signals for the fair catch. He better get on it with his hands. And he falls on it, but it looks like Hinkley recovered. And the Hinkley Thunderbirds, off the Terrell Cameron miscue, will take over at the Raptor 19-yard line. All right, the penalty was against Eaglecrest, so Hinkley declines it, and they are in business at the Raptor 19, as this game is only minutes old. And Baker brings his troops to the line. They go 3 wide to the bottom, 1 to the top, 1 back in the backfield. Baker back looking pass. Now he's got some time, sends it out. A little too long for Danny Fisher, number 22. But the Raptors were coming on that one, as they certainly got some good pressure on him. So 2nd and 10 now for the Hinkley Thunderbirds after the incomplete pass to Danny Fisher on 1st down. Baker back looking pass again. Now he steps up, sends it out, and there's Dedrick Weddington. He's wide open. Touchdown. And just like that, Dedrick Weddington on the receiving end of that Mike Baker pass. And his Hinkley Thunderbirds take a 6-zip lead over the visiting Raptors. Dedrick Weddington, a lot of people's All-State team last year, having a great senior year this year as well. Great speed, also catches the ball well. A number of Big 8 schools looking at him. Most of them probably looking to convert him to defense, but I have a feeling he can play some Division I offense. All right, as number 5, Alex Mershon adds extra point for the T-Birds, and with 9:32 left in the first quarter, the Thunderbirds are up 7-zip on the Raptors. Brown and Terrell Cameron wait back at their own 5-yard line, and they want to get the ball back in the hands of that Raptor offense after the Hinkley Thunderbirds exploded on the miscue by Cameron to take a 7-zip lead. And the ball goes down to number 81, that's Rob Rosano, and he gets ahead to just short of the 30-yard line, mark it to the 20. Rosano was not the one that the Raptors wanted to get the ball to, but he takes the heads-up play, handles the ball, and gets a couple yards, and his team will start there at the 29. They'll have 1st and 10, and here come the Raptors for the first time on offense tonight. Rosano and Jason McQueen are your wideouts, I backfield of Jason Sovereign and Damian Brown. Bryce Hedrick quarterbacking, of course. And Hedrick sends it up the middle, first man, and he is met by a host of the Raptors led by number 90, Ahmad Lewis. Ahmad Lewis plays the defensive end and nose guard position for the T-Birds. And he might have lost about a half yard. They give him the original line of scrimmage, so it'll be 2nd and 10. And here come the Raptors once again. And what I like to call that Raptor formation, the I backfield with number 42, Terrell Cameron in the slot. And they bring the misdirection to Cameron and then hand it off ahead to Jason Sovereign. And he gets out across the 30-yard line to give him forward progress to the 36-yard line, it looks like. So a 6-yard pickup for Sovereign, and that'll bring up 3rd and 4. Now for the Raptors. Raptors shuttle personnel in. Jason McQueen will split out to the top. And they'll just go with the one wideout, double tights this time. Same I backfield with Terrell Cameron in the slot again. Hedrick now under center, ready to work. He takes a quick pitch out to Brown. Brown to the corner. Brown's got some speed. He bounces off a couple Raptors, a couple T-Birds, and now he's to the corner. He's out across midfield, up to the 45. Damian Brown. And I like to watch Damian Brown run that football because once he gets to the corner, you better be wearing your track shoes if you're going to catch him. So Damian Brown now with the first down for the Raptors out to the Hinkley 48-yard line. And it'll be 1st and 10 there. Hedrick under center now. And he hands it off again up the middle. Jason Sovereign. Check that, Brown got the call that time. Took the handoff from his I-back slot. And he pushes it ahead for a good gain. And it looks like about 5 yards. So it'll be 2nd and 5 now for the Raptors. Ball rests right at the 43-yard line.
Gain of 5 yards, 2nd and 5 with the ball now.
Hank Maxey, the split out to the top of your screen. First time hitting to the ball game for him tonight. Raptors stick with the two-tight offense. And now they get to that misdirection play. Terrell Cameron out there, he had a blocker. And Ahmad Lewis, good pursuit from the backside, along with number 35, DJ Nakashima. Terrell Cameron had the blocker out in front of him. Aaron Wagner leading the way on that misdirection play, and the Raptors, of course, had great success with that last weekend against Gateway. 3rd and 4 now, so they gave him 1 yard forward as Jason McQueen breaks out of the huddle and heads to the wide slot at the top of your screen. They stay with the two tight ends, and Sovereign, Brown, and Cameron in the backfield. Hedrick under center now, and he hands it off again forward to Damian Brown. Brown out near first down territory. We'll see where they give him the spot on the forward motion. He needed to get up close to the 43-yard line, and they're going to mark him short at the 44. So that'll bring up 4th and 1 for the Raptors. And this may be 4-down territory for the Raptors as head coach Ron Peterson is going to elect to go for it here. They'll stay with the two tight ends and actually go heavy, and they'll bring another man, Mark Moon, 87, to this one side. I backfield, Sovereign and Brown. Brown gets the handoff, he's up ahead, good territory, and he rolls up near the 25-yard line. So Brown got the first down yardage plus some real estate as he bangs the ball up to the 27-yard line. And that's just good, tough running by Damian Brown right up the middle. Everyone expected this game to be a shootout all week long. I clearly expect to see 40 points on the board for each team, as both of these potent offenses are certainly capable of some big numbers, and they're showing it here in this first quarter. So Hedrick ready to work again now. Keeps it himself, rolling out, looking pass. Got a receiver down there, he sends it down. Mark Moon, number 87, wide open, miscourage, and he's going to go in to score and put the Raptors on the board. 6-zip. Mark Moon just out in the flat, and there wasn't a T-Bird within 2 or 3 steps of him. He gets the ball from Bryce Hedrick and able to head it into the end zone to put the Raptors on the board. They trail, however, 7-6. Let's see if Jason Rogers now, Mr. Automatic last week, can add the PAT and not this game at 7. And it looks good. No! Oh my! Jason Rogers, Mr. Automatic last week, sends it just a little bit to the right. And the home team, Hinkley Thunderbirds, have a 1-point lead, 7-6. Okay, so the Raptors now will kick it off to the T-Birds after Mark Moon scores. Jason Rogers missed PAT, however, gives the Thunderbirds a 1-point lead. They lead 7-6 as we're near the 5:38 mark here in the first quarter. So Rogers will tee it up, and it'll be going down to Fisher and Wedrick, the 2 speed burners for Hinkley, and it goes about a yard deep. And the official's going to signal it a touchback. And the T-Birds will take over at their own 20-yard line where they have 1st and 10. And they lead by 1, 7-6 over the visiting Eaglecrest Raptors. Both teams have a lot of players that go both ways, so you'll be hearing a lot of the same names tonight. Hinkley going with the run and gun offense. The run and shoot, some people call it. They like to call it the run and gun up here. And Mike Baker, the quarterback, is the man pulling the trigger on that run and gun. And he hands it off up the middle. Good gain on the 40-yard line. That was number 36, Corey Mishika, carrying the ball for the T-Birds. And he gets it all the way out to the 40-yard line. And a 1st down for the T-Birds. So Corey Mishika running the ball hard. Credit him with 20 yards. And Baker's ready to work again. They bring Fisher in motion to the bottom side of your screen now. And they wait. Now Baker wants a timeout. He sees something on the Eaglecrest side of the ball.
Timeout on the field. Timeout T-Bird.
Okay, so the T-Birds talk it over, and they're ready to go now. They put 2 men in the slot, 1 man wide, and Baker hands it up the middle, number 36, Corey Mishika again, up to the 45-yard line, so he's getting some good yardage now.
Maybe 5 yards out of it.
Got 20 yards on the long run, and he'll split the distance his team has to go for the first as he picks up 5. 2nd and 5, just short of the 45-yard line now.
45-yard line.
And here come the T-Birds. Quincy Jones, the wideout nearest the bottom of the screen. Now they bring Dedrick Weddington in motion, and they hand it up the middle again. Corey Mishika, and this time he gets wrapped up at the 48-yard line. And there's a number of Raptors there to greet him, but I believe that was number 5, Lance Gilleth, there to meet him first, along with number 44, Travis Noble. And give credit to number 54, Jasper Armstrong, for making a pile on the defensive line. And Mishika ran into that pile.
Number 54, Jasper Armstrong.
So now it'll be 3rd and a couple for the T-Birds. They need to get out over midfield into Raptor territory for the 1st down. And they go with the wideouts again. Now they bring Danny Fisher in motion to the bottom. And Baker hands it off. Now he pitches it. Weddington gets it. Weddington out over middle. Out 45 up to the 42-yard line. And he's going to get ridden out of bounds by Kevin Whitmere. And Dedrick Weddington got that pitch just barely in the backfield, was able to handle it and turn it into a nifty little gain as the Thunderbirds now in Raptor territory at the 42-yard line.
Just inside the 42-yard line.
That's number 10, Gary Heater. Split to the top of your screen. Fisher in the slot to that side. Wedrick in the slot to the bottom, and number 83, Quincy Jones. And Baker, now he pitches it downfield. Wedrick got it. Wedrick's going to go all the way to the end zone. He's going to get to the corner. Touchdown! And I'll tell you what, everybody expected this to be a track meet, and so far it has been. Mike Baker on the option, keeps the ball, turns it upfield. As the Raptor defense came up to tackle him, he just pitches the ball back, and Dedrick Weddington does the rest as he goes scooting into the end zone. His team now leads it 13-6. Alex Mershon now.
Number 5, Alex
Mearshon will now try the PAT to put the Raptors in the hole, 14-6 if he can add it. And he'll kick out of the hole to number 27, Mark Smith. And it's long, and it's straight. So the Hinkley Thunderbirds now take a 14-6 lead over the visiting Eaglecrest Raptors. Hinkley will hand the ball over to the Raptors as they went in for the touchdown on the Dedrick Weddington option pitch from Mike Baker, and they lead it 14-6. Terrell Cameron and Damian Brown waiting back and won't get that far. And the Raptors up back man, number 35, Dan Durant handles that. Pushes it out near the 38-yard line. And the Thunderbirds so far electing not to kick to Brown and Cameron. Of course, they've got such great speed, that's probably not a bad idea. And they've kicked 2 knuckleballs now, trying to keep it out of the hands of those guys. And here comes Eaglecrest. So number 80, Jason McQueen, splits up to the top of your screen. And Hedrick now runs the counter, and that's Terrell Cameron coming around side, and he gets ahead for a couple to the 42-yard line. And that misdirection, which Eaglecrest runs so well, bringing Terrell Cameron from his slot position away from the strong side. And it picks up a couple there. Call it 2nd and 7 now. And I could hear some of the Hinkley coaches yelling counter, counter. So that's something they're aware of, that play right there. So Rosano splits the bottom of your screen. A Raptor backfield of Sovereign, Brown, and Cameron. And now Hedrick pitches it, fakes the pitch, and Terrell Cameron out across midfield, and he just drives forward down to the 43-yard line. Hedrick made the motion, looked like he was handing off to the first man through the hole, then pulled it out, faked the pitch to Damian Brown, and brought it back down one more time, and puts it right into the bread basket of Terrell Cameron. And Cameron able to rumble down to the 44-yard line. So he will give his Raptors a 1st and 10 now at the 44. And that's where Bryce Hedrick will lead his troops now on 1st down. Hedrick back looking pass. Land screen. He swings it out there a little too tall for Jason Sovereign. Ahmad Lewis and number 42, Andre McClinton in on the rush. Of course, that was a planned rush. The Raptor offensive lineman just letting those guys through. And Hedrick just throws a little too tall to Jason Sovereign. So after the incomplete now, 2nd and 10. And the Raptors now will work from the 44-yard line. Rod Rosano to the bottom of your screen. And the Raptor backfield along with Bryce Head. Quick pitch out to Brown. Brown to the corner now. Brown out across the 40, 35-30, 25-20, 10-5. Touchdown, Damian Brown. And just like that, Damian Brown into the end zone. And I've seen that play a lot this year in covering the Eaglecrest Raptors. Brown just has the great speed once he gets to the corner. Kicks it into afterburner, and he is gone. So, Jason Rogers now becomes the man of the hour, as with this PAT. Oh, and the Raptors are going to go for 2. They're not going to try and kick it. They're going to go for 2 and try and knock this game at 14. Jason McQueen split way to the bottom. I think they were trying to maybe get some kind of a sleeper play there. And now Terrell Cameron tries to get in, and he's going to get stopped just short. And the T-Bird defense holds. And Terrell Cameron
Points scored thus far in this first quarter.
can't get to the end zone to knot this game. So the home team, Hinkley Thunderbirds, lead it 14-12. All right, Jason Rogers now will put the big foot into it. Danny Fisher, Dedrick Weddington, the deep guys. And now they're going to kick it off to those speed guys. And Weddington, that's Danny Fisher, takes it at his own 1. He's out near the 10. He gets past some blocks, and he's up near the 20. He's still on his feet. And he gets ridden out of bounds. We'll see if they give him forward motion, and they do, to the 20-yard line. So a 20-yard return for Danny Fisher. And the Hinkley Thunderbirds will take over there. First down and 10 at the 20.
19-yard return for number 22.
And this Raptor defense so far not able to contain the potent run and shoot offense of Hinkley High School, but they are a dominant defense. Let's see if they can put things together now. They go with the one back on the Hinkley side of the ball still. Wideouts all over the place. Now they get the quick pitch, and Dedrick Weddington gets past one. He's not going to get past Trey Miller. That was number 51, Kevin Whitmere back there. But number 3, Trey Miller, there to knock down Weddington. And he's going to lose some yardage. They're going to mark him back all the way to the 16, so he's going to lose 4 yards on that. And he'll have 2nd and 14 now for the Thunderbirds. Trey Miller with a heads-up call, sees Whitmere on the blitz. Not able to get Weddington, but Trey Miller gets him and knocks him down for a loss. Here comes the Thunderbirds now. You got a receiver out there, and they send it out to number 83. And they say no catch as the ball's knocked loose. Quincy Jones not able to hold on to it. And Jamie Napke over in the area along with Trey Miller and Bo Rogers.
Third down.
So that'll bring up 3rd and 13 as Hinkley puts new players into the game. In come Ken Paris and James Wilson. And as much as this Hinkley team runs, they need fresh faces on the field as not to get these guys too tired. So here comes Hinkley now. They've got to convert a 3rd and 13 if they want to keep this drive alive. Now they bring Weddington in motion. Weddington gets the pitch. Weddington out near the 20, out near the 30. He's going to get the first down. And Dedrick Weddington able to run through the Raptor defense and get ahead for the first down. And Lance Gilloff over there for the Raptors, number 55. And they do. They signal the first down now. So Dedrick Weddington pushing the T-Birds ahead to the 30-yard line. And they'll have a new set of downs to work with there. Dedrick Weddington, the workhorse for this team. He runs, he catches, he does it all. Returns punts and kickoffs as well. So now Danny Fisher comes in motion, and they hand it off to Corey Amichita ahead for a couple.
Number 44,
Give him credit for 3 yards. So 2nd and 7 now for the T-Birds at what appears to be the 34-yard line of Hinkley. Terrell Cameron comes out of the game now for the Raptors, as Jamie Napke will be the deep man along with Bo Rogers at the safety position. And now we're going to get a procedure call. No, I'm sorry, the whistle for the end of the first quarter. So here at APS, the Hinkley Thunderbirds lead it by 2, 14-12 over the Eaglecrest Raptors. Okay, now Hinkley with a 2nd and 7. Call it the 33-yard line. And Mike Baker leads the T-Birds to the line now. They bring Fisher in motion. Baker wants to pass. He's got a man out there, sends it down there, and he's got it. He's out across the 40. He's going to get run down near the 30-yard line. That was number 8, Bo Rogers over there running him down. And Ken Paris on the receiving end of that Mike Baker pass. And that's another Hinkley first down. They give him credit all the way to the 28-yard line. So 9 seconds off the clock here in the second quarter, and the T-Birds are on the move.
Correction, 39-yard pass on that last play.
And Baker hands it off now. Corey Amichita. Amichita gets past one. He's going to go for the touchdown. And Armachia up the middle. Bo Rogers coming up to make the tackle. And Armachia jukes him a little bit and able to shoot past him for the touchdown now. And they lead it 20-12.
In the second quarter.
So they may need to add triple digits to the scoreboard here at APS if things keep going the way they are now, as both of these teams seem intent on breaking 100 points or more. But right now the lead goes to the T-Birds. Alex Mershon now with the kick, and it's good. And the Raptors find themselves down 12 to Hinkley's 21 points. But an awful lot of time left to play in this ball game, as it's only 11:33 in the second quarter. All righty, Corey Michita, a versatile guy for the T-Birds. He scored that last touchdown, and now he'll kick it off. Terrell Cameron and Damian Brown will wait down at about their 12-yard line for the kick. And Michita waits on the signal, and now he gets it. And he sends this kind of a line drive kick. That's number 80, Jason McQueen. And they're going to say his knee touched. Oh, my. Jason McQueen, number 80, coming up and handling that ball. Oh, now they're saying it's number 30, Jason Sovereign. It looked like an 80 from this side. Jason Sovereign, one of the up men for the Raptors, handled that ball. And they said his knee touched, but he had a lot of room to work with. So now number 80, Jason McQueen, will split to the bottom. Raptor backfield, two tight ends now. Bryce Hedrick, quick pitch out to Brown. Brown out across the 40. He's out to the 45, 50. He's 40, 30, 20, 10. Touchdown, Damian Brown. And Damian Brown, the spark for this Raptor offense, as the touchdowns now are coming right and left. Damian Brown, almost a replay of that last touchdown. He got to the corner and just outran everybody for the score. So Jason Rogers now will try the point after. And it's long, and it's good. So with Jason Rogers' PAT, the Hinkley lead cut to 2 points.
40 points have been scored. It's the T-Birds 21 and the Raptors 19.
Okay, now, here at APS, Hinkley leads it 21, but their lead cut to 2 points as the Raptors now trail 21-19. Danny Fisher, Dedrick Weddington wait back as Jason Rogers waits to get the big foot into it. And here comes the kick, and it's long. And Fisher will take it at his 15-yard line. He's running. He's out over the corner. He's got some move. Now he cuts it back inside, and he's still on his feet. Back across by Trey Miller, and he's not going to get away from Damian Brown. And Damian Brown raggles him down at the 43-yard line. There's a flag down, though, and we may see an inadvertent face mask call here as Damian Brown went up a little bit high to drag down Danny Fisher. And it looks like it's the way the official's moving, and it is. And it's a big one. So it's 15, and it is a face mask call. So with the face mask call on the tackle, the T-Birds back inside Raptor territory at the 41-yard line.
41-yard line.
So here come the T-Birds now. Corey Michita lines up behind Danny Fisher. Mike Baker, excuse me. And Michita able to get ahead to the 34-yard line. Give him about a 6-yard gain as he gets it to just shy of the 35-yard line.
Number 51.
And the T-Birds now on the move again. And I don't know where the defense is tonight, but so far, offense has been the story here at APS. Let's see what that Eaglecrest defensive line can come up with now. Kerry Phillips, number 31, along with number 65. Aaron Wagner wait on the D-line, and this time they get him. Al Fracola, along with number 65, Aaron Wagner, and Travis Noble. There to drop a Michita. He gets credit ahead to 1. So it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 situation for the T-Birds now. But that's the Raptor defense we're used to seeing. Hard smash mouth football. Hinkley so far able to utilize their speed. And they lead it 21-19 here at APS. While we got a minute on the field, we'll just remind you this is an amateur sports video production. I'm Matt Cook along with Eric Robinson. And we're bringing you the Hinkley T-Birds hosting the Eaglecrest Raptors. All right, Baker waits now under center, hands it up, Corey Michita again. And a Michita. I thought a Michita kept the ball, but Baker kept it. And he gets pushed back to the 44-yard line. And that'll bring up 4th down. And that should be about 5 yards, it appears. 6 yards make that for the 1st down for the T-Birds. So we'll see if they decide to go for the field goal or if they're going to punt. And it looks to me like they're going to punt. Ryan Dehaney will handle the punting duties. And the Raptors coming out after this one as they do not have a man back. They might be looking fake. Today he gets a low snap. Now he gets a foot into it. Angles it good over towards the sidelines. It's going to take a T-Bird roll, and it'll be down to the 14-yard line. Down there by number 83, Quincy Jones. So the Raptors will take over 1st and 10 at their own 10-yard line. I'm sorry, make that their own 15-yard line. Just short of the 15-yard line. And the clock runs down to the 8-minute mark.
1st and 10 for the Raptors.
So, Eaglecrest now, Mark Moon, 87. And double tight end set this way. And they hand it off to Cameron, who gets out near the 20, picking up about 5 yards. And they give him motion ahead to the 20-yard line. And Ryan Denahy, who just punted that ball, up there on the stop. 2nd and 5 now for the Raptors at their own 20-yard line. So now the Raptors go back to their Raptor formation. High backfield, Cameron in the slot. And we got a flag as the Raptors got out near the 1st down. Damian Brown to the 25-yard line, but the flag on the play. And it's in that area right on the line where you see holding or motion. And we'll get the call now from the officials. And it's motion against the Raptors, so they will not get the 1st down. And they're going to move the ball back to the 15-yard line. So that, a tough break for the Raptors now, as they'll have 2nd and 10 again at the 15-yard line. After Damian Brown got out near the 1st down yardage at the 25. Rob Rosano brings the play into Bryce Hedrick and the Raptor offense. And the Raptors now ready to work. Sticking with the high backfield with Terrell Cameron in the slot. And Hedrick hands it off. Jason Sovereign. Sovereign driving across of the T-Birds out to the 20-yard line. Jason Sovereign picking up the last 3 or 4 yards on his own initiative as he just bowled over the Thunderbirds on his way to the 20.
45 on the stop for the T-Birds. Ball is now at the 21-yard line where the Raptors have it 3rd down and 4 to go.
So 3rd and 4, the Raptors have the ball at their own 21-yard line. And they go with Jason McQueen, the only wide again. And now they hand it off up the middle. And it's going to be close to a 1st down. We'll see where they spot it. I believe it's Jason Sovereign running the ball. Check that. It was Damian Brown getting the handoff. And it's good for the 1st down at the 25-yard line.
Number 90, Ahmad Lewis stopping on the play, but the Raptors pick up the 1st down. 1st and 10 now, Eaglecrest, the ball at their own 25-yard line.
So Eaglecrest gets new downs now. 1st and 10 at the 25. And Rob Rosano splits to the top of your screen. High backfield. And Cameron in the slot. Hedrick wants to pass. Now he's got some time and a receiver. And it's a little too short for Terrell Cameron, number 42. Just Hedrick just dropped it a little in front of Terrell Cameron. And Cameron not able to scoop it up off the turf here at APS. So I watch some of the Eaglecrest sideline now. Eaglecrest coach Gary Thompson talking to some of the linebackers over there, Kevin Widmer and number 56, Earl Corney, and Lance Gilloff, giving him some instructions. On the field, however, Damian Brown's going to get swarmed under. Ahmad Lewis, number 90, leading the charge. And he gets some support from number 94, Mike Moore. And number 42, Andre McClinton. So that's going to move the ball back to the original line of scrimmage. 3rd down, and I'll call it 11 or 12 yards. As the ball goes back into the 24-yard line. So Eaglecrest now 3rd and a long 11. And Hedrick back looking pass. He's got good time. Now he sends it downfield, and it's too tall. Rob Rosano, the man he wanted to go to, but he's covered by number 22, Danny Fisher, and Mark Smith in the area as well. So the Raptors will have to punt now. 4th down and 11. And Bryce Hedrick will stand at his own 11-yard line and punt it to number 32, Dedrick Weddington, and number 22, Danny Fisher. And Hedrick gets a snap, gets a high kick. It's got a good spiral on it. It's going to drop right at the 45 and roll back to the 49-yard line. And that's where the T-Birds will take over. They'll have 1st and 10 at their own 49-yard line. They lead it 21-19. Let's see if all that help the coach was given the defensive squad now comes into play, as Hinkley has it 1st down and 10 at their 49. Baker back looking pass, got a receiver, and it's way long. Nobody in the area there. He threw it down to the 20-yard marker, but there was not a player wearing either color jersey anywhere in the area. So the incomplete now will bring up 2nd and 10. And the T-Birds will work from their 49-yard line.
That'll bring up 2nd down.
Travis Noble calling the signals now on the defense, as Earl Corney in there into the ball game as well. And now they pitch out to Weddington. Weddington out of the 50, 45, 30, 30, 20, 10, and he's going to go touchdown as he runs by Bo Rogers. He taunted a little bit, and that's what you see, the yellow flag coming out of the official's pocket. And he's going to get the penalty on the kickoff. Part of the new rules this year in high school football is you can't do any kind of taunting or showing off. And that's precisely what Dedrick Weddington did. So he'll get the penalty assessed, as Mike Baker, the T-Bird quarterback, trying to decide what was going on out there.
Weapon is called against the T-Bird.
So there was another penalty, arrested and flag right at the 42 that I didn't see. It was in front of the Eaglecrest side. So the T-Birds get a clipping call and the unsportsmanlike conduct on the taunting by Dedrick Weddington. So that negates the touchdown, and that'll push the ball back into Hinkley territory. Let's see how the referees mark it off. It should be 15 on the unsportsmanlike. And the clip call is also 15. So if they do it from the point of infraction, which is the 40.
Get the yardage on the clip. Now we'll count off the penalty.
So we'll go from the 40 to the 45 of Hinkley, and then it should be another 15 yards. So it should move it back to the 25-yard line of Hinkley. And boy, what a costly penalty that is for the T-Birds, as the ball comes all the way back to the 30-yard line and not the 25, because my math skills are not what they are, or what they should be, I suppose. But regardless of that, we'll have 2nd down now for Hinkley, and it'll be 2nd down and 30 yards as they need to go all the way to near the Raptor 40-yard line for the first down. So 2nd and 30 for the T-Birds. So the penalty's costly on this drive. And the Eaglecrest defense would like to come up with a big play here. Baker back looking pass, got a receiver down there, and Wedgerton gets smacked. And I mean smacked. Jamie Napke there to put the exclamation point on the tackle. But Weddington holds on and makes up 14 yards, as he's able to get the ball out to the 44-yard line. So 3rd and 15 now for the T-Birds. And Baker sends 2 men wide, top and bottom. And now Baker keeps it, and he's going to get sacked and drugged down. That's number 55 for the Raptors. Lance Gillett. And Gillett there to pull down Mike Baker. And so he got back to the original line of scrimmage. And it'll be 4th down and 15 yards to go at the Hinkley 44-yard line. And I believe they're going to punt as Terrell Cameron awaits back at his own 15-yard line. Ryan Dennehy will hand the punting duties for the T-Birds. And I have not seen the T-Birds fake a punt this year, but I suppose it's not out of the realm of possibilities. Dennehy, however, this time is going to kick, and he gets a good punt as Cameron waits for it inside the 20, runs by one at T-Bird, and then gets popped, walloped by number 51, Sam Meir. Meir, the first T-Bird down there, but Cameron holds on, and he sets up his team 1st and 10 at the Raptor 27-yard line. And we are at the 3:16 mark of the 2nd quarter. Hedrick ready to work now. Hedrick back looking pass, good time, sends it way downfield. Damian Brown's down there, he got it. He runs by one, and he's not gonna get it. And he's gonna get pulled down at the 20-yard line. But Damian Brown, holy cow. The pass a little underthrown, he had to wait for it, and still able to use his great speed and run by 3 Hinkley defenders. Joe Ryan, number 40, down there for the T-Birds, and he was lucky to pull down Damian Brown from behind. So the 53-yard pass from Bryce Hedrick to Damian Brown sets up the Raptors at their own 20, 1st and 10. And Hedrick rolling out like he's going to pass. Now he keeps it, turns it upfield. And he's going to get pushed out of bounds over near the 15. And a number of T-Birds there on the stop. Larry Rice running Hedrick out of bounds there. Number 2 for the Birds. So 2nd down now, and call it 5 yards. The ball rests right at the Hinkley 15-yard line. And the Raptors, if they score, can take their first lead of the ball game. Hedrick hands up Terrell Cameron up the middle. He's going to get in untouched practically. Touchdown, Terrell Cameron. And Cameron just ran through the heart of the Hinkley defense on his way to the goal line. And this game now reads Eaglecrest 25, Hinkley 21. The PAT yet to come off the big foot of Jason Rogers. But the Raptors want a timeout. They lead it 25-21. Now elect to go for 2 points and extend their lead if they can get in. They missed the last 2-point conversion. Bryce Hedrick wants another timeout to talk things over. He'll have 2:39 to work with when we come back. All right, the Raptors with another timeout, and maybe they'll have things set now. They jump around on offense. Bryce Hedrick under center now. And he pitches it out. Jason Sovereign, number 30. Sovereign's going to get in for the 2-point conversion. And that was Damian Brown, not Jason Sovereign. I'm sorry. The light reflected off his jersey looked like it. But Eaglecrest now takes the 27-21 lead over the Hinkley Thunderbirds. Okay, Eaglecrest has its first lead of the ball game. And now they'll kick it off to Hinkley. Another line driver This time handled near the 30-yard line. And the Hinkley man gets it up to the 40-yard line. And we'll try and get a number on the receiver for Hinkley. And they're going to give him, I don't have the number for you.
Picked up by number 17, James Wilson of the T-Birds.
James Wilson, number 17 for Hinkley. Handling the ball, and it comes out to the 36-yard line. So the T-Birds will have 2 minutes and 37 seconds left here in the first half. And as we all know, they can score points from anywhere on the field. Corey Michita able to wiggle out to the 40-yard line, gets ahead to the 41, and he'll pick up about 6 yards on first down. So call it 2nd and 4 now. Al Fracola, 68, on the cover. And Baker brings Dedrick Weddington in motion now. Now he's looking past, got a good time, got a receiver out there. And he one-hops it to number 17, James Wilson.
Was intended for James Wilson, number 17.
Baker was also feeling some pressure from that Raptor defense. Might have unloaded that ball a little faster than he wanted to. So 3rd down and 5 now.
3rd down and 5. The ball remains at the 41-yard line.
And there's 8 seconds, 2 minutes and 8 seconds left. And Hinkley would like to get on the board one more time before the half. Weddington in motion again. Baker hands it off. Now it's on the ground, and it's tackled down at the 35-yard line. Baker fumbled the ball and able to fall onto it. Number 56, Earl Corney, there on the cover for the Raptors. So it'll be 4th down and 10 now.
Number 54, Jasper
and
Armstrong
Hinkley will have to punt. Jasper Armstrong there as well on the tackle.
Fourth and 9 from the 37.
So Ryan Dehaney will handle the punting. He gets the snap and another high kick. And it's going to hit at the 20, and it's going to take a big Hinkley bounce way down to the Raptor 5-yard line, where number 10, Gary Heater, covers the ball. But the Raptors, with a 27-21 lead, have 1 minute, 14 seconds to work with. And Damian Brown can cover the 100-yard distance, or in this case, the 95-yard distance, in about 8 or 9 of those seconds. So the Raptors, a threat, even though they're pinned back deep in their own territory at the 5-yard line. So here comes Bryce Hedrick and the Raptor offense now. And they stick with the Raptor formation. Now they hand it off. Terrell Cameron, Damian Brown. Brown gets the carry, and he gets it out to the 11-yard line. And the clock runs. We're under 50 seconds here in the first half. Rob Rosano into the game now. And Bryce Hedrick brings the Raptors to the line of scrimmage. Rosano splits to the top of the screen. And Hedrick hands it off. And it appears Damian Brown out to the 20-yard line. And they'll give him forward motion to right at the 19-yard line, but it's good for the first down. And the clock stops while they move the chains. Now it runs again, 25 seconds and running. And the Raptors, if they hurry, can get one more play here. Damian Brown now, and a switch, splits out. And Hedrick sends it to 80. Jason McQueen. McQueen gets it. McQueen on that first down, out to the 80. And he finally gets pushed out of bounds at the 40-yard line. Jason McQueen, though, is going to have the last play of the first half. No, check that. The clock stops, of course, to move the chains. And Dean Moran pushing out McQueen at the 48-yard line. And now the Raptors will have a couple seconds to try and get something off. 5 seconds showing on the clock. So this will be the last play of the first half, unless there's a defensive penalty, and in which case a half or the game can end on a defensive penalty. So now McQueen splits out. Hedrick goes into the shotgun formation. First time we've seen this tonight. And he's just going to loft it down there, and it's probably going to get picked off. And Jason McQueen was down there, but so was number 27, Randy Sanford. So that'll take us to halftime. The Raptors lead it 27-21 here at APS. We'll be back with the second half of this amateur sports video production. Stay with us.
48 points scored. The Raptors in the lead 27-21. Terrell Cameron and Damian Brown are...
All right, we're back at APS, and if you folks notice big scorched marks of earth on the field, it's where these two teams burned it up with a combined total of 499 yards of total offense for both schools. And Eaglecrest has the lead, 27-21. They'll get the ball first to start the third quarter as Terrell Cameron and Damian Brown wait deep. And it's going to go to the up back, and Terrell Cameron now, ball pick it up at the 17. And he's still on his feet, and he's going to get swarmed under at about the 17-yard line. And that's where the Raptors will start. They'll have first down and 10. And they're going to give him the line of scrimmage right at the 20, so they gave him some forward motion that I didn't think he had. But as always, the men in the striped shirts with the right call. So here come the Raptors now. And it looks like no new faces in there yet. So it'll be Hedrick, Sovereign, Hedrick back to pass. Now he swings it out. Oh, and it almost got picked off. Ahmad Lewis diving to catch that tip ball by Nate Carr. Carr tipped the ball, and Ahmad Lewis couldn't get to it. That was a design timing pattern as Hedrick was just going to drop it off over in the left flat, and Nate Carr utilizing all of his 6'3" to bat that ball down. So after the incomplete pass, the Raptors will have second down and 10 at the 20-yard line. And Bryce Hedrick now. Quick pitch out. He's got blockers. Damian Brown up to 20. Oh, boy, big tackle. Nate Carr, number 99, splitting the blockers and diving in. And he just grabs Damian Brown by the collar and spins him down at the 23-yard line. So third down and 7 now for the Raptors. Nate Carr on back-to-back defensive plays for the T-Birds. Able to handle things. So Bryce Hedrick now facing third and 7. And he's going to keep the pass, runs play action. Now he's got a receiver out there. It's number 87, Mark Moon. He's got first down yardage out to the 35-yard line. And Mark Moon, the big tight end, already got himself a touchdown today. He gets the first down for the Raptors. And Moon from his tight end position. He's only a junior. They list him at 6'2", 211. So he will be a force. So Hedrick ready to work again now. And now they hand it just straight up the middle. And they'll give him progress to the 40-yard line. Damian Brown, number 10, right up the gut. And that's the thing I really like about Damian Brown. He's got the speed to turn the corner, but he also can drive it right up the gut. I see setting in these stands here, Rusty Whitcomb, the coach at Aurora Central. And, of course, the Trojans and the Raptors will hook up in a couple of weeks. And then next week, Central has to face Hinkley. So Whitcomb here to scout things. Hedrick runs the counter again. That's Terrell Cameron. Cameron still on his feet across midfield. 40, down to the 35-yard line. Terrell Cameron once again on that counter play, able to get the ball down to the 35-yard line. And I tell you what, that offensive line makes that play go. And the Raptors have a pretty good one.
Ball at the T-Bird 35-yard line.
So now here come the Raptors. As Hedrick settles under center now. A little misdirection now. He's planning to roll at it. Looks like he's going to keep it. He got to the corner. He's up to the 30. Still on his feet at the 25. And he gets pushed down. Nate Carr there along with Danny Fisher. They run him out of bounds at the 25-yard line.
Number 99, Nate Carr on the pursuit.
So the Raptors now picking up another first down. Ball rests at the 24-yard line. They'll have 1st and 10 at the Hinkley 24. And now the officials wind the clock, and we're ready to work here. Hedrick again, counter on Terrell Cameron, 42. And number 13, Ryan Dehaney, there to unload on Cameron. And he's going to lose a couple yards. So now we got a penalty flag. Somebody probably John a little more than they should have. We'll see which way it's going. And some of the Eaglecrest players applauding, so it looks like, yes, it's going to go against Hinkley. And it is against Hinkley. And that's a costly penalty because that's a 15-yarder, so that's going to put the ball even deeper into T-Bird territory. And when you give these Raptors an opportunity, they typically exploit them. So the ball moves way down there to the 14-yard line, it looks like. And that's where Eaglecrest will have a 1st down. At the 13-yard line. Check that, not the 14, but the 13-yard line. And the Raptors will have 1st down there. So the Raptors coming out, taking this ball and control of this ball game. And now we get the signal from the officials, and they wind the clock as we go to the 9:30 mark of the 3rd quarter. The Raptors get set on offense now. Number 67, Owen Bradshaw, the center, gets ready to snap the ball to Bryce Hedrick. Hedrick hands it off. Terrell Cameron on the counter again. Cameron up inside the 10-yard line.
Gets over the 10-yard line.
And nothing fancy about that play. Hedrick makes the big pitch like he's going out. And then Terrell Cameron coming through from his slot position.
Now at the 9-yard line.
So the ball goes into the 9-yard line. It'll be 2nd and 6
Second down and 6
for the Raptors.
Ball at the T-Bird 9-yard
And Rob Rosano will split to the right side of the field. Hedrick gets set on. And now he swings it out to Rosano. Rosano's got a step. Rupp goes up top. No catch. Rosano, though, making a big leaping grab to go up on top of that one. But number 27, Mark Smith, there for the T-Birds to defend it. Danny Fisher, not 27, 22, Danny Fisher, there to break it up. So Jason McQueen comes into the play, into the game as the new wideout. And they stay with that Raptor formation. And now Hedrick wants to pass, got some time, sends it down there. And it's just blocked. Went incomplete. I'm not exactly sure who was throwing that ball to. So the Raptors now will have 4th down and 6. And Jason Rogers into the ball game now to try and add a field goal and pad the Raptor lead 30-21 if he makes the field goal. As the temperature dropping here in the 3rd quarter. And Rogers got enough leg on it, and it's good. So the Raptors go up on the first offensive series of the 2nd half, 30-21. And now it's a 9-point lead. So Hinkley will have to score twice to take the lead back. All right, we're back here at APS, where the Eaglecrest Raptors took the ball on the opening kickoff, drove right down the field. The drive capped by Jason Rogers' field goal to put his team up 30-21. And now Rogers will try and kick off the ball deep. Now he sends a line drive. That's handled by the T-Birds across the 30. And he's still on his feet back to the 32-yard line. Goes number 21 for the Raptors, Tyrone Walker. And that's where the T-Birds will take over. They now trail by 9 and need to score twice to take the lead back. But as we know, they can strike from anywhere on the field. They are a big play team. So Weddington comes in motion. Now they hand it up the gut. Corey Amichita out across the 35-yard line to the 38. and he'll pick up about 4 yards. So it'll be 2nd and 6 for the T-Birds. Al Fricola there on the tackle for the Raptors.
Ball is at the 37-yard line.
As Courtney McHugh splits down for the Raptors to cover number 10, Gary Heater. And Weddington in motion again. They hand it up the middle. This time, Amichita going nowhere. Back to the line of scrimmage. And he's met right away by the Raptors. Travis Noble getting the call again. Al Fricola also in the area, along with Earl Corning. So it'll be 3rd and 5 now for the T-Birds. Big conversion coming up. They'd like to get another set of downs to work with, as we're under 7 minutes in a fast-moving 3rd quarter. So Baker now takes a look at the Raptor defense, gets set on offense. Weddington in motion again. He wants a back pass. He's got a receiver out there, and it's handled at the 46-yard line, so that'll be a 1st down. That was James Wilson on the reception for the 1st down. So the ball moves to the 46, and the Birds will have a new set of downs to work with. So the T-Birds get the play. Now they break the huddle. Coming up to the line of scrimmage, and we have an official's whistle, his timeout, to check something on the field. Now they get it cleared up and wind the clock. So the T-Birds, 1st down and 10 at the 46-yard line. And we are at 6 minutes in the 3rd quarter. Baker wants to pass again, got some time, swings it out there. A little too long for Weddington. And Kevin Widmer was in the area on the coverage for the Raptors. So the incomplete pass will bring up 2nd down and 10 now for the T-Birds. And here come the T-Birds now. 2nd down and 10 at the 46. They stay with the 1 back and a whole lot of wideouts. 3 to the top, 1 to the bottom. Baker back looking pass. Now he turns it upfield, keeps the ball across the 50, 45, 40, up to the 30. He's got a block downfield, and he's going to get tackled at the 20-yard line. Courtney McHugh there to wrap up Mike Baker. But a big gain for the T-Birds as he gets it down to the 21-yard line. 22-yard line, make that.
32-yard run for number 16.
So Mike Baker on a 32-yard run, adding to the incredible amount of offensive yardage these two teams have racked up so far. And the T-Birds are on the move now. Baker under center now, sends a man in motion. Corey Armatici, and he gets up to the 15. Amichita up to the 15-yard line. And he'll pick up about 5 yards on that. And big Bo Rogers, number 8, everybody's favorite battering ram, up there to apply the tackle. Rogers uncharacteristically quiet so far in this game. He had a couple of big hits last week against Gateway. And when he hits you, you know you've been hit. So Baker ready to work again now. Brings Weddington in motion. Baker pitches out to Weddington. Weddington up to the 15. He's down to the 10, and he gets wrapped up and swarmed under at the 10-yard line, but that should be good for a 1st down. Bo Rogers over in the area, along with Jamie Napke, and number 22, Courtney McHugh. So that'll be 1st down and 10 right at the 10-yard line. But because of where the ball is, the T-Birds could actually get a 1st down at about the half-yard line where the chains are. So Baker under center and ready to work, wants to pass. Now he gets away from some pressure, spins again. He's going to get down near the 1-yard line. Touchdown, Mike Baker. Baker spinning and bobbing and weaving his way through the Raptor defense, and he gets into the end zone to pull this game back to within 3 points. The Raptor lead now stands at 30-27. Give Mike Baker all the credit on that one, as he just bobbed and weaved his way down for the touchdown.
Alex Mearshon, number 5.
So number 5, Alex Mearshon, a junior kicker for the T-Birds, will try and add the PAT and cut the lead to 2 points. Snap is good, gets it down. It's long and straight, and it's good. So the Hinkley Thunderbirds answer the challenge of the Eaglecrest Raptors. The Raptors took the opening kickoff of the second half, went down and scored, and the T-Birds do that as well. This game is 2 points difference as the Eaglecrest Raptors lead it 30-28. All right, Damian Brown and Terrell Cameron wait at about the 8-yard line, and they and their teammates have a 2-point lead over the Hinkley Thunderbirds. And the Thunderbirds getting ready to kick things off again. A little squib kick. Weddington to the 30-yard line, fumbles down to the 25-yard line. In the area for the Raptors, number 23, Blaine Douglas. And he gets it out of bounds, number 25 there as well. 35 make that. Nathan Samansky also in the area. So the Raptors will have 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. They've got 4 minutes and 28 seconds left in the third quarter in which to work. And it's the same Raptor formation. Hedrick back looking pass. Now he swings it out. Damian Brown. Brown out to the 30, 35 up to the 40, and he steps out of bounds. And Damian Brown got a little bit of an extra push after he went out of bounds. So we're going to get a flag tacked on, it looks like. So that'll be a 15-yard penalty on the unnecessary roughness. He stepped out of bounds back inside the 40-yard line. But if it's a 15-yard penalty, that will move it down to the Hinkley 45. So Hinkley kind of shooting themselves in the foot with some penalties so far. And it's going against Hinkley. And as I mentioned, you don't want to give the Raptors chances like that because they always, or typically always, capitalize on them. Demetrius Sirpus up on the line now for the offense, and he's ready to go. He wants to get after these T-Birds. And Bryce Hedrick has them wait. And now they're set on offense. Hedrick hands it off. Damian Brown up the middle. Brown near the 40-yard line. Pulled up a little bit short at the 41, it looks like, but he's ahead for a good gain. Should be about a 5-yard gain. They give him 4 yards, so it'll be 2nd and 6 for Damian Brown at the 41-yard line. And the Raptors once again on the move. Hedrick under center. Counter play to Terrell Cameron again. Cameron out near the 35-yard line, and he's going to get pushed back, but they should give him forward momentum to the 35-yard line.
Stopping on that play, number 35, DJ Nakashima for the T-Birds.
So DJ Nakashima, number 35, there to stop Terrell Cameron on the counter play. But Cameron picks up the first down for the Raptors. Well, they're going to measure it now, but where the ball's resting, I'm pretty sure he's got the first down. And I lied, actually. See what you get for listening to me? It's just short. Just inches short. Just inside the 41-yard line. All right, 3rd down and just inches for the Raptors. And Bryce Hedrick's going to keep it. He gets the first down plus a couple. He's going to move it down to the 32-yard line.
Bryce Hedrick keeps the ball.
And so that'll be a Raptor first down.
Number 58, stopping for Hinkley, Chief Naito. 1st and 10, Raptors, the ball at the T-Bird 33-yard line.
So Bryce Hedrick now takes a look at the defense. And quick pitch out to Damian Brown. Brown still on his feet. He gets it down to the 25-yard line and close to another Raptor first down. He's going to be a couple short. But he picks up good yardage as he picks up 7. Bringing up 2nd and 3 for the Raptors now. As they're moving the ball well now. And the Hinkley defense doesn't seem to have an answer right now. So Hedrick handing again to Damian Brown across the 20, 10, down to the 10-yard line. And he's down inside to the 10 to about, let's call it the 7-yard line. And the Raptors will have first down and goal. And they move the ball back to the 9-yard line. So the Raptors now inside the Hinkley 10-yard line. And they've got 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Hand the ball off again. Brown gets a couple. And he also got swarmed under by the T-Birds.
Brian Navy making the stop on that play for the T-Birds.
So the Raptors get the personnel into the game they want. They'll have second down and 6 yards. The ball is right at the 6-yard line. And Hedrick settles under center now. Hedrick back, looking pass, got a receiver, swings out, number 10, Damian Brown. Brown's gonna get stopped short. Right at the 5-yard line or just inside it. Nate Carr there, along with number 40, Joe Ryan for the T-Birds there on the stop.
Number 40, Joe Ryan.
So that'll be 3rd and 4. The ball rests at the 4-yard line as Rob Rosenau comes into the ball game with the play for Bryce Hedrick. Hedrick leads his troops up to the line. Hedrick under center, takes a look at the Hinkley defense. Now he's under center. He gets set, and they're going to quick pitch it out to Damian Brown. Brown's going to get into the end zone. Touchdown. And the Raptors add 6 more points. And they can put the lead back to 9 on the extra point of Jason Rogers. Damian Brown once again into the end zone for the Raptors. This one not as spectacular as some of his touchdowns, but still count. 7 points nonetheless, or 6 points, and possibly 7 if Jason Rogers can put it through. And he drills it.
It's good.
So the Raptors lead it 37-28. 1:10 left in the third quarter. Okay, Jason Rogers now will kick it off. Once again, Danny Fisher and Dedrick Weddington, the deep men for the T-Birds. And they wait at the 5-yard line, kind of a line kick now. And it's handled by the up man, number 17 for Hinkley. He's to the 30, out to the 35, and he gets tackled by number 3, Trey Miller. Bo Rogers was also in the area. James Wilson, the ball carrier for Hinkley. So he returns the ball out to the 36-yard line, and the T-Birds will take over there. They'll have 1st and 10. 1 minute left in the third quarter, and they trail 37-28 to the visiting Eaglecrest Raptors. So Baker comes up now, takes a look at the Raptor D, settles under center, waits on the snap. Fisher in motion this time. Baker wants to pass, got a receiver out there, and it's off of the hands of number 15, Ken Paris. And Paris had a step on the Raptor defender. Jamie Napke was in the area on the coverage along with Trey Miller.
Jamie Napke defending on that play for Eaglecrest.
So the incomplete pass will bring up 2nd and 10 for the T-Birds as they get new faces into the ball game. And it's really getting cold here at APS as the temperature continues to drop as we wind down to the end of the third quarter. Baker's got about 41 seconds. He's got some time to work with. Baker back, looking pass. Now he keeps it himself, turns it upfield, and he's not going to get too far. He might have got back to the original line of scrimmage. And a whole bunch of Raptors there.
The quarterback keeper taken down for a loss.
All right, third down and a long 10 yards now for the T-Birds. They'll stay with the one-back offense. Mike Baker at the quarterback.
That's the end of the third quarter.
And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Here at APS, the story reads, Eaglecrest 37, Hinkley 28. We'll be back with the fourth and final quarter of this exciting match. So while we were at the quarter break, an unsportsmanlike penalty called on Eaglecrest. That moves the ball into Eaglecrest territory at the 49-yard line. So the T-Birds have new life. First and 10 at the 49 of Eaglecrest. Baker hands it off to Corey Armitici. Amichita. I don't know why I can't say that name, but he gets ahead for a couple anyway. To the 47-yard line, where it'll bring up second down and 7 yards for the T-Birds. So that's a big penalty there on the unsportsmanlike penalty as it moved the T-Birds into Raptor territory. And Hinkley trails it 37-28. So Baker brings his troops to the line now, takes a look at the Raptor D, sets under center, brings Fisher in motion, and it's a reverse. Dedrick Weddington. Weddington's across 50, back up to 45. And Weddington able to run by Jasper Armstrong. Number 56. Sorry, check that. Earl Corney, number 56. And he gets ahead to the 45-yard line. So that'll bring up third down and 5 yards to go for the Raptors, for the T-Birds, excuse me, as they need to go inside the 40-yard line for the first down. So Baker now with third down and 6. Brings Danny Fisher in motion. He's back looking pass. Got a receiver down there. Wide open, and he can't handle it. And we'll see if it's a fumble, and it is. And Eaglecrest will take over. Quincy Jones had the pass, couldn't hold on. Bo Rogers fell on the ball for the Raptors. And that is a big play, because that'll give the ball back to the Eaglecrest offense at their own 37 as the T-Birds were on the move. So that may turn out to be a backbreaker. And Damian Brown gets the call. Out across the 40, 45 out near midfield. Now a penalty comes flying in.
Flags on the play.
And we'll get the call. Ball rests at the 47-yard line. It would be near a Raptor first down. We have to see what the penalties are. And they're moving it back, so it'll be against Eaglecrest. We got a holding call. And of course, that is a big penalty in high school. That's a 15-yarder. So that'll move it back to the 30-yard line. And the Raptors will have first down and about 17 yards.
Ball is moved back to the 30-yard line. First and 17 for the Raptors.
So Hedrick leads the Raptors to the line. Damian Brown splits out to the top of your screen. He's the speed man. Hedrick wants to pass. Now he's got some pressure. He's running away from it, and he's not going to get rid of it. And he sends it down there. Ahmad Lewis and Nate Carr, they're on the pressure. And Hedrick able to throw it away to avoid the sack. So it'll be second and 17 for the Raptors now. Jason McQueen in the area, that one. But Hedrick just trying to get rid of the pass. Mark Moon and Rob Rosano came into the game. Bo Rogers out. As the officials take a timeout to talk things over. Now we'll get the set. And we wait on the official signal to wind the clock. With 10:39 left in the fourth quarter, second and 17 for the Raptors. Hedrick hands it off, number 10, Damian Brown. Brown gets ahead for a few, maybe to the 37, and that'll bring up third down and 15 for the Raptors.
Mike Moore stopping on that play.
So on third down and 15, the Raptors will have the ball at their own 32-yard line. as the clock winds down to 10 minutes left in the ball game. And the Raptors would like to convert this and not have to give the ball back to Hinkley. Hedrick back looking pass. Now he's got some pressure, runs away from it, sends it down there. He's got a receiver, and it's in and out of the hands. And then it's caught. Holy cow, Terrell Cameron tips the ball. And a Raptor down on the field. They're able to catch it, haul it in. There's injured players on the field.
Number 80, Jason McQueen.
So Jason McQueen able to haul that tipped pass in for the first down. It'll be in Hinkley territory at about the 42-yard line. And the Raptors getting the breaks right now. But they have an injured Raptor on that far side of the field. Maybe a Hinkley player there as well. Cameron, the shaken up Raptor. He looks all right as he trots off the field. But Jason McQueen, the hero of that last play, he's able to haul in the tip ball by Cameron and give the Raptors new life and a new set of downs at the 45-yard line. So with 9:45 left in the game, the Raptors now will try and eat up some of the clock and maybe score one more time. And here come the Raptors now. McQueen splits out the top of your screen. Bo Rogers and Brown in the backfield. Jason Sovereign in Cameron's position as the slot. And he gets the call on the counter out to the 40-yard line, still on his feet up to the 36. And Jason Sovereign gets out near another Raptor first down. He'll be just short. And the Raptors will have about 2 yards to go at the 37-yard line.
Second and 2 for the Raptors.
So we're at the 9-minute mark, and the clock now becomes the enemy of the Hinkley T-Birds as the Raptors have the ball and the lead, 37-28. And there's whistles and flags. Brown got the carry, but we'll see what the call was. And we got a legal procedure against Eaglecrest.
But the ball is at the T-Bird 42-yard line.
All right, here come the Raptors now, 2nd and 7. As we're inside of 8 minutes, 30 seconds. Brown with the ball. Brown still on his feet up near the 30. And he gets pulled down at the 32. But there's a T-Bird down.
Number 35, DJ Nakashima making the stop.
Nakashima there on the stop. But we'll get a timeout to check out the injured player. Dean Moran, the injured T-Bird, he heads off under his own power. But the Raptors with another first down. They're at the 32-yard line, just inside the 32-yard line. And they are driving. Hedrick on the counter to Terrell Cameron. Cameron back in the ballgame after going out with an injury. And he got a couple and then got pushed back by the T-Birds. But the clock still runs. We're at 8 minutes left in the ballgame.
Cameron runs into a wall of blue.
So if the Eaglecrest Raptors can hold on and get a win here tonight, they will go to 6-0 for the season.
It'll be second down.
And the Hinkley Thunderbirds will fall to 4-2. So Hedrick now comes up, 2nd down and 10. And a quick pitch to Damian Brown. Brown around the corner, and he's going to get pulled back down to the 40-yard line. That's Nate Carr for the T-Birds, pulling him down. But the T-Birds need the ball back. So that'll bring up 3rd and about 15. Actually, more than that. It'll be 3rd and 15. And that moves the ball back to the 38-yard line. And the Raptors would like to convert this one here as we're under 7 minutes to go in the ball game. Hedrick wants a timeout now.
Timeout Raptors. Crest, the ball at the T-Bird 37.
All right, a big 3rd down now, 3rd and 15. Damian Brown, I think he's looking to pass. He's got somebody down there. And Rob Rosano, and they're going to say Danny Fisher got there on the pass interference. Rosano didn't really have a play on the ball, but I think that's going to be the call. Pass interference. And that should make it a first down for the Raptors. We'll see where they spot the ball. And now we have another, oh no, it's not another flag. It's the official returning his flag to his fellow referee. So that'll move the ball up to the 21-yard line, and that will be first down for the Raptors.
The call is defensive pass interference against the T-Birds.
So Danny Fisher with the defensive pass interference. First and 10 for the Raptors at the 21. They lead it 37-28. And Damian Brown gets the call. He gets inside the 20 to about the 17-yard line. So he'll pick up about 4 on that carry. So that should bring up about a 2nd and 6 for the Raptors now. And the Raptors doing a good job of chewing up the clock as we're inside 6:30 left to go. And the Raptors driving. So the T-Birds jump around on D. And Terrell Cameron gets the call. And he bounces down near the 10-yard line. And that will be close to another Raptor first down. Dean Moran there to stop for the T-Birds. And that is the first down for the Raptors, right at the 10-yard line. And if they can score here, that would just about put this ball game out of reach for the T-Birds. So the T-Bird defense here needs to answer the call. And the Raptor offense wants to get into the end zone one more time. So first and 10 now, here comes Hedrick. Under center now, waits on the snap, quick pitch out to Brown. Brown's got Jason Sovereign lead blocking for him. And he picks up a couple before getting ridden down at about the 8-yard line or the 7-yard line. So Brown picking up 4 yards in that one. That'll bring up 2nd down and 6.
2nd down and 7 now.
At the 8-yard line. So the Raptors theoretically could get a first down here if they can get it down inside the 1, because this is not a goal-and-goal situation. So 2nd down and 7 now. The ball rests at the 8-yard line. And Hedrick wants to pass. Got some time, got a receiver out there. Jason Sovereign pulls it down, they can't handle it. Fumble, Terrell Cameron picks it up and into the end zone for the touchdown. Jason Sovereign not able to handle the ball, and Terrell Cameron advances the fumble into the end zone for the touchdown, and that'll put up the Raptors 43-28 with 4 minutes and 53 seconds left to go in this ball game, and that may have been the straw that breaks the T-Birds back. Jason Rogers on now to attempt the PAT.
Jason Rogers, number 12, with the point.
And he gets the snap, good kick, plenty of distance, and it's good. The Raptors take a 44-28 lead over the Hinkley Thunderbirds. All right, Danny Fisher and Dedrick Weddington wait deep, and they'd like to get a return here. Hinkley handles it at the 20, now they head upfield. Cuts across the grain, still on his feet, and he gets pulled down at the 20-yard line. That's number 49 for the Raptors. Make that number 45, Adam Parker. So the T-Birds with 4:47 left to go will have first down and 10 at the 21-yard line. And they need to score, and they need to score in a hurry. So look for him to air it out here. Baker wants to pass, sends it down. They got a receiver. He catches it down near midfield at the 50 and out of bounds. Goes number 15, Ken Paris. So that'll be a T-Bird first down. Napke on the cover. Baker's showing a pretty strong arm on that pass. And he'll have first down and 10 at the midfield stripe. And here come the T-Birds now. 4 wideouts again. Weddington goes in motion. Baker wants to pass. Got a receiver down there, Danny Fisher. Just a little too tall. So that'll go incomplete and bring up second down and 10 at the 49-yard line for the T-Birds.
Number 44, Travis Noble, defending on that play. It'll be second and 10.
So Baker now gets the call from Coach Pounder on the sidelines. And he leads the T-Birds to the line of scrimmage. It'll be second down and 10 now as Baker takes a look at the Eaglecrest D. He gets set and ready to work. Weddington in motion again. Baker up the middle, quick pitch to Weddington. Weddington out across the 50, still on his feet up to the 45. And that is good for a 6-yard gain. Third down and 4. Lance Gilleth there on the coverage for the Raptors. So the T-Birds with 3:45 need to score and score in a hurry because they need the ball back. They've got to score twice. Baker back to pass. He's got good time. Now he sends it way downfield. Weddington's in the area. Jamie Napke had a chance to pick it off and couldn't handle it. So it'll go incomplete. And Weddington not able to handle that, and neither is Napke for the Raptors. So it'll be 4th down and 5. And it looks like the T-Birds are going to punt. Check that. The T-Birds are going to go for it. Of course they are. Trailing 2 scores. Under 3:30 to go in the ball game. Baker ready to work now. He wants to pass. He's got some time. Sends it down to Danny Fisher. Danny Fisher catches it. And that'll be good for the first down at the 35-yard line.
That'll be a T-Bird first down.
And the clock will stop while they move the chains.
On the play, number 55, Lance Gillett.
And Gillett there to cover for the Raptors. And now the clock moves again. And Hinkley's got 3 minutes to work with. Baker sends Weddington in motion again. Wants to pass. Now he swings it out to Weddington. Weddington turns it upfield. Weddington tripped up there at about the 33-yard line. Number 55, Lance Gillett over there again.
Lance Gillett.
So second down now. And about 6 yards it looks like.
Second down and 8 for the T-Birds.
And they call it second and 8 now. Baker back, looking pass again. He swings it out to Fisher. Fisher's got some room to run. Inside the 30, down the 25, and he gets out of bounds at the 22.
Gets out of bounds at about the 22-yard line.
And that was Dedrick Weddington, not Danny Fisher, number 32. They were both over on that side. Napke there on the tackle. But Weddington able to get out of bounds, so he's got 2 minutes and 35 seconds on the clock for him and his Hinkley T-Birds to do something. So here come the T-Birds now. Baker under center brings Weddington in motion, and he pitches it to Weddington. Weddington's got some room, and he is met and driven back by the Raptors. And I'll get a number for you. Gillett there again. And Gillett met him in a hurry. So the Hinkley T-Birds will take their first time out. They trail 44-28. So the Hinkley Thunderbirds now with 2 minutes and 27 seconds left in the ball game. They've got a second down and 9 yards at the Eaglecrest 21.
Second and 9.
Danny Fisher on the reverse, runs by pressure, gets inside the 30, still on his feet down to the 25.
Danny Fisher, the ball
and he's gonna get not anywhere near enough yards for the first. I'm going to see where they spotted. I think he got tackled back farther. Yes, he did. Bo Rogers able to drop Fisher for a loss. And the T-Birds will take another timeout with 2:18 left to go. 3rd down and 12 for the T-Birds now. They need to convert this. Baker goes with 2 wide, top and bottom. Weddington in motion again now. Now they hand it up. Corey Armamiche to the 15-yard line. That'll be close, but I think he's going to be short of the 1st down, and they flip the down marker on the far side of the field to 4th down, but of course the T-Birds will go for it now. They're into their hurry-up mode as they're under 2 minutes now in the ball game. Baker wants to pass, sends it over there. He's got a receiver. Oh, and in and out of the hands. And I can't tell, Dedrick Weddington, it looks like. Not able to handle it. The incomplete pass will stop the ball with 1:50 left to go. And the T-Birds will have to surrender the ball as the Raptors able to hang on and stop them on 4th down. So the Raptors now just trying to run the clock out as they keep it rolling. 1:43. Hinkley will take its last time out here. 1:43 left to go in the ball game. Eaglecrest leads 44-28. All right, the Raptors now 2nd and 7. They got 1:43 left to wind on the clock. Damian Brown gets the call, and Brown up to the 24-yard line, call it, maybe the 24, and it'll bring up 3rd down and 3. But the clock still runs, and the T-Birds out of timeouts now.
From the 24-yard line. It'll be 3rd down and 3 for the Raptors.
So the Raptors just need to run a couple plays here, chew up the clock, and they will get their 6th win of the year against no losses as they beat the host, Hinkley Thunderbirds. And Bryce Hedrick on the quarterback keeper out to the 25, short of the 1st down. That'll bring up 4th down and 1, but the clock runs now and the T-Birds can't stop it.
Number 7, Bryce Hedrick.
So Hedrick now will use as much of the play clock as possible before he takes the snap, and they'll wind it down
4th down and 1
inside of 30 before he even brings his team to the line of scrimmage. He may just let it run out, take the delay of game penalty, rather than run a play here. So there'll be the delay of game penalty. The ball will get moved back 5 yards. They'll replay 4th down, and the Raptors won't need to run another play here, I don't think.
Ball is back at the 20-yard line. Now it's timeout Eaglecrest.
And now Eaglecrest takes the timeout. They lead it 44-28. So the Raptors, with 20 seconds left on the clock, will just need to take the snap, and Bryce Hedrick will kneel down. Oh, they're going to punt the ball.
Number 7.
I don't understand this. He'll probably just run around and not actually kick it. Well, he is going to kick it. So the T-Birds now with a chance. And on the change of possession, the T-Birds will have 9 clicks on the game clock at their own 38-yard line. So a couple, well, probably one long pass from Mike Baker. And the Raptors will drop back just about everybody. They'll rush 4 and drop back 7. And Baker waits on the snap with 9 seconds left to play. Baker gets it. He's looking to pass. He's got good time now. He runs away from pressure. He's going to try and get it downfield. He sends it down there, and it'll go incomplete. And that'll do it. The Eaglecrest Raptors will take a 44-28 win over the home team, Hinkley Thunderbirds. This is Matt Cook, along with Eric Robinson, for this amateur sports video production. Once again, the Eaglecrest Raptors win 44-28. We'll see all you Raptor fans next week with amateur sports video football game of the week. Good night, everybody.